Will Barcelona's new team rule football? When you think of FC Barcelona, you immediately associate the team with a rich history, legendary players, and a brand of football that has set them apart. Yet, the Catalan giants found themselves ensnared in a financial quagmire that drastically restricted their ability to flex their financial muscle in the transfer market. This season, Barcelona is navigating this new landscape with a blend of ingenuity, youth development, and astute market moves. The result? A roster that whispers of a promising future. But will this new-look Barca dominate world football like the oldies did? A good start to the season. Barcelona FC has participated in 4 La Liga matches so far, and each has proven to be a test for the team that won the league title last year. While they faced challenges in an away game against Getafe, resulting in a goalless draw, Barcelona did manage to defeat Cadiz 2-0 and came out on top against Villarreal in an enthralling 4-3 win. They also narrowly beat Osasuna 2-1 before dismantling Real Betis 5-0 just after the international break. Although these outcomes offer some insights, it's too early to make final judgments about the team's performance this season. Head coach Xavi is currently in the midst of assembling a revamped squad. While he continues to employ the classic 4-3-3 formation, he is integrating new players and adjusting his tactics. It's a work in progress, but there are promising signs. One standout is 16-year-old Lamine Yamal, who filled in for the suspended Rafinha and delivered a performance so compelling that he has cemented his place in the starting lineup. Ferran Torres, a former Manchester City player, has also made an impressive start, already netting 2 goals this season compared to the 4 he scored in the entirety of the previous campaign. Barca's transfer business during the summer. Outgoings. As for the summer transfer window, Barcelona witnessed a significant overhaul. The club lost 2 iconic figures, Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba, who chose to reunite with Lionel Messi in Miami. While their skills might be replicated, their leadership and experience are irreplaceable assets. They were the final links to the golden era of Barcelona football, a time when the team was a dominant force in Europe. Given the club's financial constraints, the focus was on making calculated departures to comply with financial fair play regulations. Various players were either sold or sent out on loan to reduce the wage bill and bring in some transfer funds. This departure of veterans marks the end of an era, but also opens the door for new players to step up and potentially become the future legends of the club. To address financial fair play concerns, Barcelona was proactive in trimming its squad. Non-essential players were let go. Nico Gonzalez was sold to Porto for €8.4 million, Trincao transferred to Sporting for €7 million, and Samuel Umtiti had his contract terminated, enabling him to join Lyon as a free agent. Frank Kessie, who originally joined Barca without a transfer fee, was sold to a Saudi Arabian club for €12.5 million. Clement Lenglet was loaned to Aston Villa, which also assumed his full salary, while Sergio Dest was loaned to PSV Eindhoven. Among the younger talents, Shadi Riyad, Pablo Torre, and Julian Araujo were sent on loan to Real Betis, Girona, and Las Palmas, respectively. However, the club faced an unforeseen problem when Ousmane Dembélé, who had been a focal point in Xavi's plans, left for PSG. Although Barca received €50 million for the transfer, half went to the player's agent. Another surprise was the late departure of Ez Abd to Real Betis for €7.2 million, despite him being seen as a valuable asset for the season. Loans of youngsters Anu Fati and Eric Garcia also raised eyebrows, with Fati going to Brighton and Garcia requesting a transfer to Girona in the final hours of the window. Barca's new boys. Overall, Barcelona raised €105.2 million in player sales and loans during the summer, including Atletico Madrid's €20 million payment for Antoine Griezmann. Remarkably, Barca only spent €3.4 million on new recruits. This included the acquisition of Oriol Romeu for €3.4 million, brought in to emulate the role of Sergio Busquets. He's already showing promise in his new position. Other notable additions were Ilkay Gundogan and Inigo Martinez, both joining on free transfers. Gundogan is expected to bolster the midfield, while Martinez aims to provide competition for starting roles. As the transfer window closed, Barcelona continued to augment their squad. They signed 2 players, Joao Cancelo, filling the much-needed right-back position, and Joao Felix, whose qualities are expected to make him a valuable addition. In terms of versatility, Joao Felix's signing has raised some questions. Despite showing promise at Atletico Madrid and Chelsea, his physicality and focus have been concerns. However, playing for Barcelona has been a dream of his, which could serve as motivation to revitalize his career. Xavi is content with the squad's shape post-transfer window, applauding Cancelo for his ability to operate on either flank. With the departures of Fati and Dembélé, Barca needed more options up front, and Felix's talent fills that void nicely. Don't forget about the upcoming signing. A gifted Brazilian attacker named Victor Roque will join from Atletico Paranaense for €40 million. This young star has already scored 20 goals and provided 8 assists in 41 appearances, showcasing his tremendous potential. So, let's take stock of what Xavi has at his disposal. Goalkeeping is secured with Ter Stegen and Pina. In defense, the right-back roles are shared by Cancelo, Sergi Roberto, and Romuald Araujo, while at centre-back, Araujo, Andreas Christensen, and Inigo Martinez are the main options. Marcos Alonso and Cancelo can be deployed as left-backs. Frenkie de Jong and Oriol Romeu will likely share duties in the defensive midfield, with Ilkay Gundogan and Sergi Roberto providing additional options. Central midfield sees a mix of youth and experience with Gundogan, Pedri, Gabi, and Riqui Puig. On the wings, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres, and Felix offer plenty of variety, while in the centre-forward role, Robert Lewandowski, Joao Felix, and Ferran Torres are the main options. How will Barca potentially line up, and will they dominate games and win trophies? Looking at the full potential of the 2023-24 squad, Barcelona seems poised for success in multiple competitions. The ideal starting 11 could feature Ter Stegen in goal, a backline of Cancelo, Araujo, Count, and Bold, with Romeu and de Jong holding the midfield. Up front, Pedri, Yamal, and Gabi could support Robert Lewandowski. Depth options like Christensen, Felix, Rafinha, and Torres would also be invaluable over the season. Meanwhile, Real Madrid has started their campaign strongly, but also faced their own set of challenges. This indicates that the La Liga race could be as competitive as ever. Barcelona also look to be one of the favorites for domestic cup competitions, and have a favorable group in the Champions League, featuring Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Royal Antwerp. Given their squad depth and potential, progressing far in the Champions League seems more than likely. Finally, Barcelona's rebuilt and rejuvenated squad under Xavi could be poised for an extremely successful season. There's enough quality and depth for the team to aim for multiple trophies, including La Liga, domestic cups, and the UEFA Champions League. With the right management and a bit of luck, the Catalan giants might just pull off a treble, taking European football by storm once again.